This is the fight that the whole world has been clamoring over. They've been waiting for this type of matchup for a long time, and I'm very pleased and happy that we can finally deliver it to all the fans who deserve it. This is a fight that will set records in a way where fight fans will want another one to take place. This fight here is a fight that is sure to be a action-packed, in-your-face type of fight where both fighters will deliver and will go out there and show the world who the best fighter is. So September 16th will be historical. September 16th will be a fight that you don't want to miss. This event reminds me of going back to the Sugar Ray Leonard days, the Roberto Duran, Marvelous Marvin Hagler, Thomas Hearns. It's that type of event with Canelo Triple G that is going to create that great buzz once again for boxing, that excitement that boxing most desires. And so we at Golden Boy Promotions feel very proud that we can make this one and deliver this fight for the fans.
No, I know him a long time, and he knows me the same. He's very strong, very smart, very good fighter. And I think, who win #1 pound for pound.
And you said you sparred before a few years back. What can you take from that? Was that just training, or is there anything in that you can take into this fight?
Yeah, a little bit different. This is only sparring, not fight. Sparring is sparring, I help him, he helped me, and we work like a couple rounds, like 2 rounds, 5 rounds, 10 rounds, like everybody change, every time so change. And different situation, long time ago, like different weight, different time, different category. Right now, very hard situation for us.
No, me siento muy contento. Creo que es la pelea que la afición quería ver. Ya está, y pues yo en lo personal me siento muy contento de brindarles esta pelea a la afición y pues que salgan de dudas. Eso es lo más importante.
I'm very excited. I'm very happy for this fight. It's the fight that the fans wanted, and I'm happy that I'm able to, give them the fight that they wanted. And any of the doubters out there, this fight's for them.
No, he estado envuelto en grandes peleas. Esta es una más. Esta es una más en mi carrera, una pelea grande, una más de las que he tenido pero es la que viene. Siempre la que viene es la más grande.
It's the next fight. I've been involved in many big fights. I see it as the next fight. It's the next big fight for me. And that's the way I like to look at it. So, there's been other fights I've had that were really, really big, but this is the next fight, and it's a big fight, so that's the way I see it.
Que quería ver la afición desde hace años, y creo que es la más grande, no nomás de este año, sino varios años que vienen adelante.
It's what the fans wanted. It's the fight that the fans wanted, and they demanded, and we gave it to them. And look, it's not just going to be the big fight for this year, but for years to come.
It's going to be a tremendous, tremendous battle, a battle of will, of power, of strength, of speed. But I think most importantly, the fighter who's going to win this fight is the one who's going to want it the most. Is the one who's going to maybe go down in the 4th round and have to get back up and fight hard and fight till the end and fight till you can't fight anymore. These are the fights that get me excited. I'm really glad that we can finalize this fight and stage it on September 16th, which is the biggest holiday for boxing in Las Vegas, Mexican Independence holiday. It's going to be a global event, and I can't wait. Both fighters are going to get hit, and once they get hit, I mean, those punches are gonna cause some damage, and somebody's going to get knocked out. I don't know who, but I hope my guy knocks out Triple G. That's for sure. But I just think it's going to be a great fight, and these are the types of fights that call for a trilogy, for instance. You take a look at the great trilogies like Muhammad Ali with Joe Frazier. You take a look at Marco Antonio Barrera versus Eric Morales, Mickey Ward versus Arturo Gatti. This fight here has the ingredients to to be a trilogy and be one of the best trilogies in boxing history.
For me, for Canelo, yes. I don't know, for people, just people like, Klitschko and Joshua fight. And my fight is, I think, more serious because, because two-star, because different class, boxing class, true champions. Of course, I respect Joshua and Vladimir, I think people understand. We have more boxing IQ, like true fight.
Mira, él es un peleador fuerte, que aguanta, es un peleador que tiene experiencia también, pero tiene muchos errores. Tiene muchos errores, muchas maneras de ganarle, hay muchas maneras de ganarle, así que el 16 de septiembre voy a entrenar fuerte, obviamente, como siempre lo hago, porque va a ser una pelea dura, pero el 16 de septiembre siempre voy a ir un paso adelante que él.
He's a very strong fighter. He can take a good punch. He's very strong, but he makes many errors, many errors. And I'm going to expose him on September 16th. I think that I'm going to be a step ahead of him that night, and you'll see.
I think that's the best fight in boxing that could have been made, to be honest with you. They're both massively exciting styles, probably two of the most exciting fighters in the sport today, to be honest. You've got Andre Ward, who deserves to be up there in the pound-for-pound rankings, but a little bit more safety first, like Floyd. These two fellas go at it, very aggressive, go for the knockout, and I keep changing my mind from week to week. I always said Golovkin, and then when I saw his last fight, I thought he showed a few weaknesses and give a lot of confidence to future opponents. You know what I mean? So, and Canelo hits very, very hard to the body. It doesn't matter how hard you are there. He hits very, very hard to the body. It's very, very hard to the head as well, doesn't he? Really, but I mean, I'm really gonna sit on the fence with that because I keep changing my mind every week. Honestly, it's a 50-50 fight, and anyone who says it isn't. But before I make my final prediction, I think I'd have to wait till the week of the fight for that because I think it's so evenly matched. I keep changing my mind every week.
They're the two best on the planet, the best, and they're fighting at their primes. It's not an old guy fighting a younger guy at their primes. They both bring a lot to the table. You've got in Golovkin, you've got a guy who's going into the other guy's backyard. He's going to fight in Vegas. The place will be full of Mexicans on a Mexican public holiday. But he's got the heart and the strength of mind to go and do that. And you've got Canelo, who's a great fighter, who won't want to be disgraced himself in front of his home fans. So it's going to be sensational. It's going to be a great fight, and you've got to watch it. Until he fought Daniels last time out, I made him a big favourite, and I think now I've made Golovkin favourite. I think that's now changed a bit. I think Golovkin was fighting too regularly. He's in the gym all the time, fighting every 3 months, and that can take it out your body. So he's now going into this fight with about a 7-month break in between. He looks like he'll fight tomorrow. I mean, he's fit as a butcher's dog, and I think that I lean towards Triple G. I lean towards him, but this is one of those fights where you're going to be on the edge of your seat. You won't be able to take your eyes off him because it's going to be sensational. This is vintage. This is vintage. This is like a vintage wine. These two guys, they are the best at their prime, and you're going to be drink in that atmosphere, and you're going to drink in that fight. You're going to sit on the edge of your seat, and you won't take your eyes off it. This is something special.
I think it's going to be a good fight. That fight, I think that Canelo just might edge it now. I did fancy Golovkin at first, but I'm swinging Canelo's favour now.
Which one would you prefer to fight?
I prefer to fight either of them, but I love it if Canelo won because there's no rematch clause and the fight can happen straight away.
I'm not really 50-50. I respect Golovkin and what he's done, but I believe that he's coming to the slope end of his career now. I think he dominated. I think his last best performance was when he fought Lemieux or Stevens. Canelo is just he's been raising the bar each and every time. I think he learned a lot from the Floyd Mayweather defeat. He's been a different beast and a different animal since then, and I believe he's got a better boxing IQ, so I'm going with Canelo for this fight.